Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be talking about the Shane Dawson finale, about the collaboration with Jeffree Star and what I thought of it. And if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you to check it out. It will have you in tears. If you are a sensitive person or you're an empath, you will be in tears. I'm so proud of Shane Dawson. He is one of the YouTube icons and phenomena that I think a lot of us want to aspire as YouTubers to be. Like, he has grown so much over the last couple of years. I watched all the docu-series, like all of this, of these episodes that he put out. And I must say that it was very touching, and I really enjoyed everything that he brought to the table. I also enjoyed seeing Jeffree Star. I think we saw him in a different light that we had not seen before. I know a lot of people may not agree. There's people that love to hate Jeffree for whatever reason, and there's people that love him. I really saw, you know, him in a different, in his work zone, and, you know, his mentality of an entrepreneur, businessman, businesswoman, just being successful. And I think it also showed us what it is to be human and what it is to feel deeply on many levels, and know that even though no matter how much success that you have achieved in this world, you know, you still need to remain humble, and that there are circumstances beyond our control that will make us, you know, at some point be humble, you know, and experience that for the first part. The last episode, which I hope there's more series, and I know that there's going to be more from Shane, is that, you know, he taught us, we got to see Shane in this last episode crying and very vulnerable, and I think this speaks a lot about his character. This wasn't scripted. It wasn't something that he made up. You could tell it was really authentically Shane, and I think it's so beautiful to see someone vulnerable in a world of fakeness that we live in. And I say that not trying to be mean, but there is so much fakeness in this world, especially when you are considered like a YouTube celebrity. We see that especially in the beauty world, in the beauty community. There's so much, you know, ego and so much of that, and to see Shane really just, and Jeffree too, you know, just keeping it real. It's almost like seeing a family together, and it was just something that I cried through the whole thing, literally. I got very emotional because Shane brought up so many things that I feel like people don't know unless you are in that entrepreneur spirit. One of the things that I really enjoyed about seeing Shane discuss, and like he put this in the episode, you know, was his failures. Like, no matter how much success you have, we all start from the bottom, and we all go through failures. I know for myself, when I first wrote my first book, which was The Tongue is Sharper Than the Sword, it did not sell like I thought it would sell, and it was like a semi-autobiographical book about my life and being bullied. And then I had a second book called Angel Messages ×3 that did not sell either as well. And this is something that Shane spoke about in his you know, series. He said that he had, you know, some sunglasses that he had once put out, and they flopped. It didn't sell like he had thought, and he basically had a lot of failures, you know, what we consider as humans as failures. But he did not let that, you know, shape him. Obviously, he continued to go forward. And I think so many people are just giving Shane, you know, credit too, not to take anything away from Shane, but Jeffree. Without Jeffree, you know, Jeffree was being very humble. Without him, Shane would not have been able to make this come to fruition. And I love the fact that Jeffree always said, Shane, you go first. When they were at the Morphe launch, you know, at the store in the Mall of America, he was like, no, you go first because this is for you, you know. And that shows a lot of selflessness on Jeffree's part. Yes, they're making millions, but you have to understand that Shane Dawson is a brand. He is someone that is a YouTube celebrity in many ways. And oh yeah, he did also mention the fact that he had like a movie and that didn't like go well, and many people, you know, came for him. And I can understand that, because like not until my book Starseed Footsteps actually I had greatest success with that and my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards. But prior to that, like, I, you know, have had things, products, merchandise basically that I had sold through Amazon, and it didn't really sell at all. So, you know, he gives hope. This whole last docuseries of this Jeffree and Shane, it gave me hope, and I think it's giving a lot of YouTubers and young kids and adults, basically it's for anyone in any genre, and it's giving us hope that if you have a dream, you must not give up on it, because you can achieve it. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to, but you have to be authentic as possible with the public and have a transparency and continue to push forward. Even if you have bad days, that's okay, but don't dwell on it, and stay positive and keep, you know, working together cohesively as a team. Like you could see in this whole thing, it wasn't Shane doing everything by himself or Jeffree doing everything by themselves. They showed us the inner workings of how they depended on their team, and teamwork does make the dream work. And that's something also I feel like a lot of people, so much we want to be independently, we don't want to trust other people. And sometimes, you know, what I learned through this docu-series is that you have to release that mentality of you cannot work with other people, or you know, you're afraid to work with other people. You have to let people into your life, and sometimes magic is created when that happens. You know, he took us through the lows and the ups, the downs and the lows, and or however you want to say that, and the ups and downs, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it was very beautiful. I really thoroughly enjoyed this docu-series. You know, seeing Shane have this level of success is amazing. And I know that from a psychic, I did a psychic reading on Shane maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. I think it was in August of 2019. It was up before he announced his collaboration, the launch, and this whole makeup line. And I saw many things for him in that video. If you haven't checked that out, you should check it out. I absolutely do see Shane, you know, continuing to collaborate with Jeffree, and then eventually become, you know, get all these sponsorships. Like, I feel like he's going to end up just having his own name on a palette eventually, and getting a lot of, you know, breaks in the beauty community. And I think the one thing, you know, that everybody was wanting to know was the James Charles and Tati Westbrook drama. They wanted to know his response. They wanted to know, people want to know what was Shane's opinion. And being that he's such an influencer or a big YouTube star, you know, so many people were pressuring him. But you have to understand, I feel like Shane is a drama-free person. He doesn't want to become involved in any of that. But he did give a lot of people who were wanting to know what was his opinions on this drama. He gave them that. He gave them that, you know, what they needed to know and hear. And basically he told them, you know, he said that that, you know, he didn't, in so many ways, he like didn't have an opinion about that situation. What he did say was that, you know, he was trying to understand all of it, and you could tell that he doesn't like it. Like, he had a breakdown just looking at the emotions from Tati and James and this whole drama, and, you know, the culture that we live in. And as YouTubers and public personalities, you don't even have to be a YouTuber. You could be a celebrity, or you could just even be like in a regular job. That's the society that we live in, where we have cliques of people that band together, and we are so ready to cancel people. We live in a cancel type of culture, and that needs to change, and that mentality needs to change, because the same people that worked so hard to tear James Charles down and Tati Westbrook, you know, are the same people that supported them from the get-go. And it's so like he said, you know, it's like teeter-tottering. It's almost like a seesaw effect. He didn't say that in so many words, but it's like how he described it, you know. And it's the culture that we live in. It says a lot about, you know, people. You know, it's like some people no longer have their own opinions. They just jump on the bandwagon because it's the cool thing to do. And we, you know, living in a world where you should have your own opinion and individuality, that's something that we see every day that is lacking in society, that we have a lot of people who don't want to have their own opinions, or they can't, you know, tell other people what they are actually feeling. And it's like, you know, why? You know, you're your own person. You should have your own opinions, your own thoughts, and you should be able to share that freely without feeling kind of, you know, like you are being persecuted by the world because you know, you have your opinion. But so many people, like, and when they get beauty reviews on palettes, or you're reviewing products that are given to you by PR, a lot of people are saying things only because they want, you know, get more views on their channel, or they're wanting to do, like in the spiritual community world, you know, they want to do readings on certain people and say things, you know, that the people want to hear versus the truth. And I feel like this is what feeds the ego, and it feeds this toxicity. And then when someone else has a different opinion, well, they're automatically, or a different, you know, insight that doesn't match, we're automatically like canceled. Like people, like when I did the Jussie Smollett case, you know, and I spoke about it and I did a video on him, I said he was innocent, and I still stand by that, you know. And a lot of people were like, no, you know, immediately they were like, the same people that supported me when I did the video, you know, back with Kim Porter, etc. A lot of people at that time had supported. A lot of people came for me when I did the Jussie Smollett video, and they were like, I don't, you know, agree with you. I don't agree with, you know, it was all farce, and you're supposed to be psychic. And what they don't understand is that I'm also human. And I feel like, you know, this is something that Shane even kind of explained in his video. You know, we're human. And like I've said all the time on my channels, that, you know, I'm not always 100% correct. These are just my insights and my opinions. Things can change, but I still stand by that, you know. And it's hard, you know, to stand in a world where you have your own opinions and people are, you know, out to destroy you in some kind of way, whether it's like socially destroy you or no longer support or view your videos because, you know, you go against the grain. Like when I did the Trump video and I said that I saw him being president in 2020. A lot of people came for me, you know. They don't like the fact that I said it. It doesn't mean that I support him, because I don't. But I don't support anyone in the political. I have no opinion at all. You know, so I'm like, you know, I'm stuck in between a wall. Like, I know a lot of people in the next week or so, when I do my 2020 predictions, a lot of people are going to be very upset with what I have to say, what I see. They may not agree, and those people are the same people that were rooting for me at one time. And I hope, you know, because this is the things that I think a lot of YouTubers don't talk about, but Shane did bring it up and showed us, is that there, even though we say there's no pressure for the amount of likes you get or followers to your videos or the views on your videos, that is the case. Like, I have that, you know. I look at my videos and I'm like, my channel is, you know, is surviving, but it's not like booming like other YouTubers. And that's the one thing, you know, I am going to continue to put content regardless of people no longer supporting me or people supporting me. I'm going to stay true to who I am, and I'm not going to change. And I think that's what Shane was trying to get across. Like, it may take years to get to the level of success that you want, but if you're authentic and you're standing in your ground, that anything is very much possible. So you know, I loved this series. I'm so excited for Shane and all the other opportunities that he has coming. I know that he has a lot of things planned for 2020 that he may not even realize that is going to be happening. I feel like he is definitely going to start going into different territories where he had tried before, possibly even like a Netflix, or, you know, I feel like this whole series is opening up doors for him. So who knows, he may be back on Netflix with a new series. You know, there may be some other things that he's going to be doing more in the, you know, in the beauty world. But I also feel like he's never going to abandon YouTube and his following. So this is just my, you know, insights, my discussion, my story time kind of about this whole docuseries and my own personal life and experiences with YouTube and the things that as YouTubers that we go through. Also, like, YouTube is just making it so hard now to even have a platform. You know, it's become so difficult for us to express our opinions without it being, you know, demonetized, or your videos not being seen and put in priority versus other people. There's people that are not really contributing to the elevation of human consciousness, but yet there's videos of people just, you know, going and doing, like, eating a teaspoon of cinnamon and they get like millions of views. And I'm not trying to, you know, compare myself to them or talk badly about them, but that's the kind of world and society that we live in right now, where there's just so much, you know, there's no visibility for people who are busting their butt, basically, and working very hard. And as a YouTube influencer, this is one of the things that I do struggle with. And I hope that YouTube does change their algorithms, and they change the way that, just like Instagram is doing, you know, that the smaller channels, or the semi-small channels, like my channel, can, you know, get more exposure in the spiritual community and maybe in other communities that haven't seen it. But there's so much, if you're not a YouTuber and you're not uploading content, this may not make any sense to you. But if you are a YouTuber and you're looking at this, like, I wish that YouTube would see this video and realize that they are hurting a lot of us that are authentically making good content, and that really are dishing good content out on our channel. You know, there's a lot of, it's almost like they don't want to, you know, you can do it where they used to pay you out, you know, for your videos, but now they don't. And it's not about the money at the end of the day. For me, it's not. I don't know about everybody else, but I really do enjoy the content. But some of the content I feel like that I'm putting out is not getting seen because of the algorithms that they have, where, you know, even doesn't matter what hashtags you use or keyword searches, that, you know, the popular keywords that you put in your video is simply just not going to be seen by certain people. Like, I had a live just the other day, and I feel like a lot of people were not even notified by that, and I don't know why. But if you do like this video and you understand what I'm saying, you know, and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the red subscribe button, please, on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon, and that way you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. And I'm going to be dropping some new ones. I'm very excited about the American Music Awards. I'm going to be doing like a red carpet type of critique on that, something new that I have never done on fashion, and I'm very much into fashion, so I will be dropping some new content, still doing psychic readings, but again, just evolving gracefully, doing more mukbangs and cooking videos and things like that, you know, product reviews. So you know, write to me. It is the holidays. You want to send me a Christmas card, you want to send me a product for me to test, my P.O. box is listed in the description box below. Send me mail. I have no problems giving you a shout out on social media or on my channel. I really enjoy and love all of my subscribers and all the, you know, the celebrities that I do read. You know, if they do see my videos and, you know, they do like them, you know, or it helps them in some kind of way, I just hope that they can take away the positive things from that, you know, and just have more awareness in everything that they do. Because ultimately, you know, we live in a world where I think so many people are just losing themselves in some way with social media, and I'm trying as hard as I can on my channel to just bring that back, you know, bring back awareness and bring back consciousness to this place. But again, you'll have trolls, you'll have, you know, a lot of people that just don't see what you see, or they don't understand. So just keep staying strong. If you are someone that's starting up your channel in the next couple of months, or you've started your YouTube channel and you're worried about what the people, the public is going to say about you, just continue to be yourself, be authentic, and continue to dish out content regardless of the numbers. Don't focus on the numbers. That is like a mental trap that we all get sucked into. Just focus on yourself and your content and making that content the best that you can. And that's the best advice that I could give to any YouTuber out there, or anyone who is an influencer or into social media. You know, looking at that, don't fall into that mind trap of numbers and the amount of likes, and focus more on your content and what you're putting out. If you're being authentic and you're being transparent, people are going to see that. And even if they don't come around right now, at some point, believe it or not, there is someone out there looking at your channel and your content, and they're very piqued by the interest, you know, they're interested in something that you have to say. So blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing day, my rays of light. Bye.